Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather and today is Sunday, December 8th of 2024 and today is my 7th day of my 12 days of Christmas sewing. So I'm going to make some little pet toys, like little cat toys. Now, I have a few projects I wanted to make. Yesterday, I was using my sewing machine and I had two error messages that came up. One was E1 and one was E6. And so I rethreaded the machine and I just did some little sewing and then my needle just snapped in half. So it was yesterday. So today I just haven't, I went to church, me and my daughter. After church, we went and got a few things at the mall. I just didn't feel like running back out today for sewing needles from my machine. I will do that tomorrow. So today I'm going to make little cat toys. So I bought these socks. I'm just going to move my needle here so I don't prick myself trying to do this. I don't want to lose my needle. I seem to only have one needle at the moment, but I bought two pairs of these cute little Christmas socks. So they're the kids' socks. So these first shoe sizes 5 to 10, and they were $1.50 each. And I just love this one, the polar bears and the little teddy bear. So what I'm going to do is, I don't need the full sock to make the little cat toys. I do have catnip. I can't find it at the moment. So I would love to stuff these with some catnip. I don't seem to have any. I do have catnip spray, so I'll probably just spray them with the catnip spray as soon as I'm able to find the cat, my cat and dog extra little supplies. Okay. So I've got these all done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this sock just right here like that, because I can still use this bottom part for making gnomes. So that's all I'm going to do, just cut right just below where the little animal is on both these socks. And this is going to be such an easy craft to do. I mean, I've made these for my day home kids. They just love them. So all to do then is, I can cut some of this off. I will in a minute too, but first thing is I'm just going to rotate these inside out and make sure I get them lined up. Just make sure that they are pretty well lined up. It's not perfect, this is just, little toys, little stuffies. Like I said, I'm making these ones for my cats. You can do, for little kids, because I found the little kids loved these little things. So I'm just gonna flip all these inside out. I should have flipped these inside out before I cut them. It makes it so much easier. And you've got two ways to do it. One is sometimes these socks only have the pattern on one side. And so you can stitch around them to get that small figurine, but these are for my cats. So I'm not going to stitch around the whole thing. I'm just going to stitch this bottom closed. Then I'm going to put some flip it the right way, put some polyfill, and then stitch up the top. And I am going to actually leave this top part on these. You can do it with or without those. I'm going to leave that top part on. I'm just going to get my thread, and like I said, this would be so much faster if I could do this on my sewing machine, because it's just, a few little simple straight straight sewing. I mean, you can hot glue this too, depends on what they're for, but because these are for my animals, I am going to stitch this and not hot glue. If you just wanted to make this just for like a little display, then you could hot glue these. I said I would prefer to be able to sew this on my machine, but that would mean heading out to Walmart right now, and just there are certain times that, just I like to avoid certain stores at certain times. Sunday evening when it's around supper time is not the time I want to head to Walmart. So yeah, I will go get some needles tomorrow, and maybe I can find some thread and maybe get some more bobbins, and I can change out my color of my thread on my sewing machine. There you go, just do a few little knots. And I'm just going to do a running stitch on here. I'm just back and forth and just pulling it. Because I kind of want to have it kind of tight. There we go, got it closed. I'm just going to do a couple stitches in here and make some knots. And like I said, when I get my sewing machine, I can always just zip this through with my sewing machine. Clip it off. Put this right side like that. And I got some of the polyfill. Just gonna put the polyfill in here. And now I'm just gonna stitch this closed. Like I said, it's very easy to make these little things. I know I've seen people make knots different ways. I actually have to make the loop and pull the ends through and pull it. I get my knot at the end. I did this like 2 or 3 times, trying to do my best to get my knots, and that knot did not line up with the other ones. There we go. And then to close this, I am going to do like invisible stitch from inside. And of course, if you pull it, do a stitch on the right side and then a stitch on the left side, and then when you squeeze it, your stitch will be inside. So I'm just trying to get inside the seam of this sock. Like that. So it'll be stitched. So I'm just going to quickly stitch this and I will be back, and then I'm going to stitch these other ones and I will be back when I get them all finished. well, I've got them all stitched. It took me like 20 minutes to do all of these. Very simple, easy craft to do. You know, so these are just going to put these in my little cat stockings for Christmas. So they'll each get a teddy bear and a little polar bear. I'm trying to do some, like, you know, crafting and sewing, but just some also easy projects that are just, you know, a few minutes to do in your spare time. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.